Have you wondered how to take a photograph and convert it to an SVG? Do you have to buy a special program, and is it complicated? If I get that far, how am I going to weed such an intricate project? I wanted to share with you how I made this for free and with minimal effort. All you need is a photograph, some permanent vinyl, and a little patience.
Please subscribe and ring the bell.
So I've been getting a lot of questions lately on how to convert a photo into an SVG. So today I'm going to show you how to remove the background of an image and turn it into an SVG. So let's jump in. So the first thing you want to do is obviously find an image that you want to turn into an SVG. Then what you want to do is go into Background Remover, and I click on remove.bg, and then this again is free as long as you use a lower file. And so then I have here this one. Okay, so this is a picture of my puppy Saffron when she was little, and you can see it does a great job. And so if you want to do the full image, the high def, you do have to pay for that. But if you do the lower quality image, which will be perfect for what we're doing, it is free. As you can see here, is that it has this little part here that it didn't quite remove everything. So what you can do here is hit edit and erase. So then it'll bring up a little eraser tool. So then I can just go here and just clean this up a little bit. And then all you need to do is click download and say download image. Okay, so now that the background has been removed, the next thing we need to do is convert this to an SVG. So then I open a new tab and type in SVG converter. And today I'm going to use picsvg.com and click on upload picture and do Saffron puppy and open. And it's going to automatically show you the first one that it came up with. But if you look at this image, it looks very cute, but that's going to be pretty much impossible to weed and a big headache. So what I'm going to do is play with the different filters to find which one I feel would be the best. So I'm going to change my details to strong instead of great. And then I'm going to click through all of these different ones to see which one I like best. They all have different levels of darkness and detail. And as you can see, this one, again, if you think about putting this on a mug with vinyl, that's not going to be very noticeable of what it is, and that's going to, again, be a nightmare to weed. So then I'm just going to kind of go through the different ones and kind of show you. And again, every picture is going to be different. This one is better, but it's still not going to be that great. And this one actually, you can see, is a lot darker, has greater, thicker outline. This one is probably going to be the winner, but let's go ahead and look at the other ones. Ready 1 and 2 is kind of what I was finding with the other converters out there, because it was cutting off her head. I'm not saying that it doesn't look great, but again, it kind of looks goofy. So I had to try a few different websites to see which ones work the best. And again, these other ready ones do not seem to have as much detail that I want. So I'm going to actually stick with invert number 4. I think this one is going to work the best for the decal that I want to put on my water bottle. So then the next thing you want to do is click on download SVG. And it's going to download it down here. So what I'm going to do is actually just highlight this to make it a little bit easier to find, and Command C on a Mac, and just copy, or Control C if you're on a PC. Copy this in order to find it easier in your Cricut Design Space. So now you're ready to go to Cricut Design Space, click on New Project. Okay, now you're ready to upload the image into Cricut Design Space. So you want to click on the Upload button, Upload Image, Browse, and then up here in the search, I'm going to Command V and paste that to find it easier. And there we go. And then I'm just going to rename it, but that's not necessary, and click Save. Okay, so now we are ready to edit or insert the image. For this, to make it easier, I trialed and errored quite a bit trying to get this to work and failed several times, so I want you guys to kind of learn from some of my mistakes. So these are way too tiny for a water bottle. If you have patience to weed that and you have great vinyl that sticks, go for it, but it just wasn't working for me. So what I ended up doing was coming over here to my layers page, and it took some time, but I went through and I just cleaned it up. I erased everything that I could to make it look cleaner, and then there was not as many little pieces to weed out. So I'm going to go ahead and hide all of these extra little pieces, and then I will show you what the finished product before I print is going to look like. Okay, now you can see that this is a lot cleaner. There's still going to be a lot of little details and edges, but this is going to be much more doable than what it looked like before. So now the next thing you want to do is make sure that everything is welded together. So you want to make sure that this is highlighted and click down here, weld. And it will take a little bit of time, especially if it's a very intricate design, because it has all of these pieces, sometimes hundreds, that it is trying to weld together. And then you're ready to make it. It may take a little bit of time to load it, but it will work, and that you're not going to have a whole bunch of tiny cuts that are all separate that you're going to try to piece together. And then we're ready to print and weed and apply to the water bottle.
If you loved my mommy's video, give her a thumbs up.